things may be happening.
Hey, boss man, how's it going?
Oh, there's a voice. There's a voice we haven't heard before.
What?
Hang on, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Dundee West with 100 bits. Nos confirmed to me that the super secret special project is you breeding racing hamsters for secret underground hamster racing. Any comment? It's just no comment. No comment is the comment.
No comment.
No
on that?
comment on that one. No comment. Monkey Handbags with 100 bits as well. Listen, right, I've got a new house, a girlfriend, over 100k YouTube subs. I'm the man. Haters gonna hate. What? Thank you, Monkey Handbags and Dundee West for the 100 bits. People are gonna change their names on Twitch now.
Yeah, I saw that. You can change your name now.
I'm not
That's gonna be interesting.
Unless people need to change their names to be exactly the same as what they are on either PSN or Twitter or whatever. You need to have the same name across all platforms, or I just can't take you seriously.
I was just gonna put 1322 at the end of my name, but I mean, if you wanna do that,
people better not put 1322 at the end of all their names. You've just given them an idea now.
okay.
God damn it. MM with the $1. Congratulations on becoming a father. So proud of you. I'm not
Yet I'm the godfather.
Thank you, Mr. MM, for the donation, man. Alright, so the reason that Nos is here is because we're talking about something. What are we talking about? Do you want to tell them?
Oh, okay. You want me to tell them?
Well, you're the one who's been going on about this for years.
What? This is your idea. I haven't suggested this before.
Oh, never before?
Never.
I've never heard you say this before. That's true. I don't know where I got that from. My mind just...
This is all your own idea. It's not like I've been suggesting it for 3 years.
Wait, I've just seen in the chat. Can we get a 1001 donation sound with RDT's Mr. Boss for the win impression?
That sounds like a great idea.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm going to forget about that. Someone needs to remind me. Like, tweet it at me or something.
Alright, well anyway, I'll explain for you.
Good idea, Joe.
Every time I'm in your Discord or I'm on stream, I usually just take control, so I'll do it again. So we're going to be talking about a project that I've suggested for a while that that he's finally been broken for, which is a podcast. We're going to be doing a podcast where we can confirm there's going to be a podcast at some point, but, you see the important details of podcasts, such as format, topics, layout, guest, co-host, length, artwork, and everything else important for a show, we have no idea. We don't know what we're doing. So, we're going to do this. We were going to talk about it in private, but we were both thinking kind of the same thing, that we hop on Discord, we hop on stream, and we not only talk about it with ourselves, but get some feedback from you guys. And especially since it's Friday, because, we got the cool kids in here today. So
that is true. It is the Friday stream is the best time to do this with you say, all the cool kids.
Yeah, because all you guys you're here for this guy I'm chatting with. You're not here to watch some low quality GTA gameplay. You're here to be here for this man. So
oh my god,
those are the most important people. So. You got
Monkey
some donations
Handbags with the 30 bits. Congratulations about the Broughy and Nos baby. I'm so proud of you two breaking all those stereotypes. I'm done. Mr. MM with Mr. MM 1322 donated $1. Also, hi Nos, he said. And Sarch 1322 with the $1. I like the look of this. People better not change their names to put 132. I swear to God, you've started it now.
I've ruined everything. It's been 5 minutes. I've ruined it all.
No, we aren't. We're here for the chokes. I mean, that's true. People are here for the chokes. They're not here to see.
I see.
There will probably be chokes in the game that we're playing later on.
All right.
Okay. Thank you guys for the donations. We need ideas, podcast wise.
Yeah. Well, I want to hear your ideas because I've got ideas. Okay.
You have ideas.
I've spoken about them before, but I want to hear what your vision of a podcast is, because I want this, no matter what you do with it, whether it's just on Twitch or whatever, it needs to stand up to main channel Broughy quality standards. That's my vision for this. Okay, whether you do it, you put it on there or not, it doesn't matter. In fact, you probably shouldn't put it on there, but it needs to stand up to that quality. So, do you have any ideas on how we can achieve that quality?
I have so many ideas.
Do you actually?
So
Or are
many
you lying
ideas.
to me? You do.
I have no ideas.
God
I
damn
don't
it.
know. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I don't
You
know
even
whether
watch podcasts.
I don't
Do you
know whether
watch
there
it?
should be gameplay or it's just people's webcams. I've seen
boy.
I've seen both done. I don't know whether it should be footage at all or whether it should just be it should just be blank and be audio only. Snapmatic sounds good to me.
Snapmatics. Oh God.
So I don't know. I mean I listened to a podcast on
What podcast do you
from
listen to?
iTunes where it's just two guys talking about random shit. That's all I listen to. And the
Sounds like
podcast
pretty
that I
good.
used to watch from Gold Glove back in the day.
Oh hell no.
That was just two people talking as well. So like McPawson1322 with the $1. All right, I'm game. #1322 all the things.
We have an uninvited guest.
Thank you, McPawson. We have an uninvited guest. Is it?
Yes.
Is it? I knew it was. I was just about to say, is it RDT? And
Yeah,
then clicked
I
on
knew
it.
if anyone's gonna violate the
How come
sanctity.
I wasn't invited?
Because you're
Oh, God,
robotic
it's
microphone.
It's
That's
RDT
why.
Megatron. Everyone run.
Jesus. Notes for future reference. Broughy's idea is nothing. God damn it! This moderator chat in Discord.
Yeah, see, well, maybe you should have some kind of streamer channel. Maybe if, I don't know, maybe your mods on Discord had any permissions, maybe we could take care of that for you. Scum. All right. All right, anyway. So, do you want to hear my ideas? And we can see what people think about them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll so going back to that, do you have any preference? Do you want it to be webcams? Do you want it to be, because I don't think you should do gameplay, because that didn't, I don't know, when it's too hard to focus, in my opinion, on having a good discussion. If you're playing a
I
game.
also agree with this. Meat and Taters with 1322 with the 101 Kappa Kappa, and Adam 10603 1322 with the $1. Never enough numbers. I'm done. Thank you guys for the donations. The 1322 means. Yeah, I would prefer non-gameplayness, I think.
Well, I would say that we do webcams. We do a 4 webcam layout. Some artwork gets done by someone, whether it be you or someone you know or someone I know. We get some artwork done for an overlay, and that's kind of the format. What you'll see. That's what I think, at the very least.
Well, does Dun 1322 as well with the $1. So since everyone else is, thank you, man. The question is, isn't that going to mean a NOS face reveal?
It might. Look, I've never been against showing my face. I'll show my face when the content benefits from it. And this is a situation where the content benefits from it. Me playing dumb games doesn't really, in my opinion. But, something like this absolutely does.
Okay.
Is there going to be a cousin reveal or no?
There might be a cousin reveal, all right? But that's on my channel, okay? You people don't get to see my cousin.
Damn it.
Dumb
RDT,
robot.
can you like Megatron? Can you like unplug and replug your mic in or something?
God, you asked so much of me.
I only asked for decent quality of audio. You want to be in this podcast? You're the one who's clambering to be in it. You're gonna have to show up your game.
There's only one person that allowed on this podcast who says ridiculous shit. If we have 2 people, it will not be serious enough.
What do people think regarding webcams? Chat, come on, tell us.
Well,
chat.
people are going to want to see my face anyway, so that's obviously the
I've
answer.
already seen Nossa's face.
Oh, he's linking you to that. Is that Jaji with the link to the Alabama frat boy photo? the pink shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what happened there is I was playing GTA and Jaji said, "You dress like an Alabama frat boy." I was like, "No, I don't. What are you talking about?" He literally Googled Alabama frat boy. That was the first image. Very first image.
Okay,
Yes.
Nos face reveal has already happened. Good stuff.
Yeah, there you go. That's me in the pink shirt. Definitely. All right. Anyway, so some. Go ahead. Record in Google Hangouts. That's the exact service I was going to suggest. Is we do Google Hangouts.
3 or 4 hosts with a space for a guest.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to think about. Numbers.
We talked about that on Twitter.
I don't know whether people in the chat have gathered this. Askabini1322 with a $1. How to get hospitalized on Friday. Play a drinking game where you take a drink when a new 1322 edition on a nickname appears. Thank you, Askabini. I don't know whether people have noticed when it comes to me playing with other people, but in any groups higher than like 5 probably, I just go quiet. I don't say a word.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, it becomes too much to try to talk over a lot of people. So I think I mean, I don't know. Like, podcasts are not a very unique thing. I mean, you can do certain things to make things unique, I guess. But there's a certain formula that goes into a podcast that makes a good podcast, and then all it's left up to is, what kind of characters do you have on the podcast, and how high is your quality. So, I figured that. We should just kind of take all these great ideas, because look, I'm a thief, okay? I'm a thief at heart when it comes to content. All right.
Okay.
As you probably know, like, we just take all of these different great ideas that you found on other podcasts, and we just implement them and do our own thing with them. So
okay.
Like, I figured it'd be 3 hosts, 1 guest. That'd be the ideal. Special occasions, 2 guests, maybe, but that'd have to be something special. And then, what's the length? What kind of length are you looking for? Because it'll be on Thursday after your YouTube stream, right?
Yeah.
So,
anywhere, but I would say no longer than an hour.
No longer than an hour.
I'm thinking.
Okay, I was going to suggest somewhere in the realm of an hour and a half.
5 hours.
Myself. No,
Okay.
No, goodness. Like an hour and a half. Like, so I thought about, you don't only have podcasts to go off of. You also have terrestrial radio shows as well. Like, if you've ever listened to a radio show, I thought, you have such a great community here that we implement them in some way. And have you ever seen a call-in radio show by any chance?
I haven't seen one, but I've listened to them.
Okay. Well, I thought about implementing that so we'd be in Google Hangouts for the podcast, right? But we'd also be in Discord, and we'd have each other muted, right, in Discord, so we couldn't hear each other in Discord, but we could hear someone who joins. So at the end of the show, last 15 minutes or so, we do kind of a call-in thing where your subs can, join in, and we drag them down one by one, and they bring up a topic, and we chat with them for a couple minutes. Like, we take all these elements from podcasts, 4 cameras, varying topics, but then we combine it with something, old school, like a call-in thing, because, you've got great subs and great people. I thought that could be something kind of to spice things up, other than just 4 dudes sitting around and talking. You could have questions or a topic brought up or something like that.
I feel like that is a significant liability to a quality podcast with these scumbags.
Well, see, I don't know. I think whether...
Yes!
There you go. Good job.
Wait, poo-pooed 1322 with the $1. A podcast where all the grills reveal their manly voices. Wait, what? I'm talking nonsense. This is just to make Askabini drink up. Askabini1322 drink up. There you go, Askabini. There's another drink. Thank you, poo-pooed.
I mean, that's kind of an optional thing, but I thought it could be something to set it apart. Like, we'd have, like three people every week, and they'd be out of your subs. It's not like random morons could join. It'd just be curated morons. So,
like racing with randoms, but better.
Yeah, I mean,
I quite like that idea. I think that's interesting take on a podcast thing, because like what we have here, community wise, is pretty epic.
And we have very interesting people too.
Yeah.
Lolfish1322
with the $1. Askabini, take a shot. Oh, I'm done. Askabini's gonna be wrecked.
I'm having a beer right now.
Me too.
What?
Exactly. Yeah, you can't believe it, can you? I mean, it's no surprise with Andy T.
I feel like you're going to be on your ass. But yeah, I think we should get Mr. Boss and like different prominent YouTubers.
Hey, guy, never mind.
I can't do it. I've already exhausted my Mr. Boss.
We're gonna move on to guests here. You're jumping ahead of us, RDT. You join in uninvited. You jump ahead of topics. You're ruining
This is how
everything.
it always is with RDT.
You're in an open moderator chat, so.
Well, that's not my fault. Okay, I didn't make this Discord. Okay, I'm getting a little triggered. All right, we gotta back up. So.
Nos is getting triggered. It hasn't taken long.
All right, so we've got kind of what you'll see. We'll have to have some artwork done. I don't know if there's anyone in the community that's into animation. We have like a little intro. I don't know if anyone's watched the co-optional podcasts that TB does, that Total Biscuit does. Yeah, they've got a little intro that they do. We could make this stand up to some high quality if we really wanted to.
We probably could, to be fair. I mean, what do you think, like, as a format of the actual layout? Like, are you thinking just the screens, or do you want the chat on there as well? Or
the chat on there would be pretty good. Like, in fact, just like you have it now, where it pops up on the left side. Like, just have that. Like, you'd have the 4 screens, and then off to the right, you'd have you'd have the chat, just like you have there. I think it would look pretty good. And we'll have to get an overlay done. I thought about, I don't know if any, like, have personalized squares, if that makes any sense. Like, say you're in the top left, I'm in the bottom left, I don't know, maybe we have some inside jokes in our art there or something. I don't know, maybe you just put a Confederate battle flag in the back of mine. Actually, don't do that. That's a little irresponsible. But you get the idea.
Why is RDT saying in the chat that Nos kicked him?
Somebody moved me. Somebody moved me, and I came back. You can't get rid of me.
We got RDT and his shitty mic jumping ahead of topics in the hood.
Is my mic still shitty?
In the background.
There are cops in the background as well.
Because you're on the other end of it. That's why. All right.
How will the podcast cope with Broughy being late for each episode? Well, we're just gonna have to cross that bridge when we come to it, aren't we? I mean, that's just how it is.
We're nowhere near that. But
what are we gonna call it? Because
the What Are You Doing podcast.
Is that really what we're going to call it?
Absolutely, because look, do you want me to give you the format of how we work that in?
Go on then.
All right, so we've got our guest, right? And the first question we ask them is, who are you and what are you doing? And then that's when they introduce themselves and they tell everybody what they're doing. And then we take that over to the call-in thing too. Hello, you're on the What Are You Doing podcast. Who are you and what are you doing? And then they bring up their topic. That's the What Are You Doing podcast. It's good. It's a good idea.
I feel like if we call it that and we have guests, it has to be somebody that's like messed up. Because the way that Broughy said it was like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, it's not like, hey, what are you up to? It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I mean, I can see the Scumbag Show. No, that is so cookie cutter and boring. Look, Fire Call, I love you. The scum, like, I don't know.
I don't mind that.
I don't know. I mean,
Nos is triggered that we're going to try and change the name.
I mean, you can change the name to whatever you are. I'm a co-host and a guest. You can do whatever you want. I'm just offering my suggestion.
Co-host and a guest.
Duha says 103.2 the scum. Yeah, with Rough Bruff and Nos Dog in the morning. That could be pretty good.
Broughy needs to scream, what are you doing at the top of his lungs every time. I just play the clip. Just play the donation sound.
That you know what? That's actually pretty call-in radio show like. If you just played that audio clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a soundboard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boings and claps and whatnot.
Okay. I mean, the only reason that I was questioning the What Are You Doing podcast is the fact that people even ask to this day where that sound comes from. Like, no one knows what it means.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know. That just... I don't know, to me, that gives a certain level of charm. Like, I don't know, like, I'll give my personal opinion on your content structure, maybe. But I think that this kind of show is something that you do for people who are already here and love what you do. You know what I mean? Like you might find some new people that want to jump into your channel with the podcast. I don't know. But, like, this is the type of show that, is really for the people who are here and who have been here long and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know, like, It's an
Been
old
here long.
inside joke, but I think it gives it some charm at the very least. But if you want to do
guess that's
Scumcast
true.
or whatever, I just don't think that really stands out. I bet there's something on iTunes right now called the Scumcast or the Scum Podcast or something like that.
Sorry,
So-
guys.
Like-
I just thought
Hello,
I'd pop
Hammer.
in with a quick idea. What about
Okay.
choking hazard?
Oh,
I like
that's
that.
interesting.
Choking hazard.
Yeah, I just thought I'd pop in. Sorry.
Dirty
I'll-
Adam and the Scumbag Boys.
I'll leave now.
No, that's our alt rock band, not the name of the podcast.
MB Hammer.
Choking
with the
hazard's
idea.
not bad. I like that.
MB Hammer popping up.
Well, yeah, I do have good ideas from time
Is
to time. So.
I wonder if that's already a thing. That sounds because it's good. I'm just gonna assume that it's already taken.
Hmm.
It doesn't. It doesn't look like it.
Shut up, Ollie.
Like if all I'm getting from Google is like people who have named an episode of their podcast "Choking Hazard." Like there's no proper Choking Hazard, and you wouldn't even call it the Choking Hazard podcast. It'd simply be Choking Hazard.
It would
I
be
really-
just simply choking hazard.
I really like that. That's a
Thank you.
that's a good name, MB Hammer.
I will be wanting a permanent residency on the podcast for that though. So that's
Are
the price that you have to pay for that.
Is that the price that we're going to be paying to everyone who ever has an idea that contributes to this podcast?
Yep.
So we're going to have like 20 guests every single week.
A precedence has been set now.
Shit. Choking hazard? Maybe that's what it is.
People seem to like it in chat.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
is it
that's a good
choking
idea.
hazard, or is it? Maybe we need a straw poll between choking hazard and what are you doing podcast.
I don't like
God.
What Are You Doing podcast.
Well, RDT, you're
Who
not
said
a
you
part
had
of
a
it.
say?
Exactly.
Nas said long-running
Get this
members.
loser
I don't think
out
there's
here.
any longer-running member than me.
Yeah, that's for the call-in show. All right, you'll get your 2 minutes
Fucking
of
God.
fame at the end of our first episode. you
I've been here
loser.
since now, boy. I swear to God, you better know your place.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. All right.
Choking hazard was a
You're
movie in
awful.
2004 supposedly.
That's,
Okay. So you could change it to. The
Well,
Choking
okay.
Hazard.
What's its Rotten Tomato? If it's good, then we can't do it. It sounds awful. It doesn't even have It doesn't even have a Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 5.2 on IMDb, so we're in the clear.
All right,
We're in the clear. It's just a shitty movie.
The logo should be the 0 to 3 sad onions, but orange red.
Now, let me see this.
0 to 2 on the number, and the face is switched to the Broughy avatar.
Oh, I like that. That's great.
That is quite good. That's good.
See,
I do
this
like
is why we're doing this discussion.
Choking
with
hazard
200
with the
people.
0 to 3 sad onions
We've-
with my
we've had a-
avatar.
We've had a write-in from Futuro. Futuro
Oh, yeah.
says the chair cast. I'm not
Chaircast.
too keen on that.
No, that's
That
just,
would
that's
be like
just,
a one-off episode. Where it's just
yeah, just an
chairs.
hour and a half of you not being there. Like you start the show and then leave, and then it's me and the 2 other guests,
Yeah.
or me and the other co-host.
There you go.
Oh, there's the straw poll.
up for you.
Like
See,
I almost.
Multitasking like a pro.
If
I
people
almost-
knew it might sound a bit gay, not gonna lie. Choking
Well, we
hazard.
can-
Only
we
if
can
you've
play
already
into
got
that.
that thought in your mind. If your mind is full of choking on
two
dicks or
sides,
something,
like
then
Dukes of
choking
Hazzard.
hazard kind of.
I think I've abandoned my own suggestion.
Choking
I've-
hazard left.
I've voted against myself. I think that's a good idea.
I think choking hazard is one out. I mean, the straw poll with the landslide.
If you
Yeah.
wanted that more podcasty sound to it, you could call it the choking hazard to be more sort of podcasty. But
Oh, I like that too.
The choking hazard. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we figured out the name. Okay, job
Right,
done.
boys.
That's it. We don't need any more planning. That's
Alright,
it. Let's just get
fantastic.
straight into it. Hello,
Well,
everyone.
wait,
Welcome
no.
to the choking hazard.
What? I'm not even drunk yet. What the hell?
Well, we need to. So we've got the name, we've got the format, we've got what people are going to see on screen. So how do you think we should structure the topics? Like, do we keep it just to GTA? I don't think we should. I mean, GTA will be a part of it. Motorsport be a part of it, I'm sure. but
I don't even know. I mean, I'll just talk about anything, to be honest.
Yeah, see, that's kind of where I'm at. Just have it be like a variety thing.
So
And
I did have another idea for content that you could use.
Okay, very
But
good.
again, I'll be asking for a little bit more this time.
Are you going to ask to own the podcast at this point?
Man, look, I've got like half a carton of cigarettes. That's all I got left in my name. That'll have to be enough.
I thought it
Big
would
ass
be
beer, bro. Shit.
an amusing, if somewhat risque idea for each member of the cast to find during the week a shall we say GTA news related story and just rip it to shreds.
Like roast some leak video
Yes,
or something.
Exactly, or news related articles like India Business Times or whatever it is, and just each member brings their own story. I thought that would be quite amusing.
That could
We'll see.
That could be fun.
I say risque because you sort of you risk alienating other members of the community.
What, like who?
I say community in the loosest possible.
The roast of Mr. Boss. Look, we'll leave that to GTA man. Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
GTA's kind of like
he's got that on lockdown.
Yeah, Mr. Boss is the whipping boy. You can't really keep going after him.
But yeah,
That's because he can't fight back.
There's so many of these websites
Why would he?
that have like
That was more a small arms joke.
What is it? India Business Times or whatever that are always putting up GTA stories, always linking to
those low quality stuff. Yeah.
They're just hilariously bad, and just ripping them to pieces might be quite fun.
Punt the line with the $1. The choking hazard sounds like that adult website that I found the other day.
Well, I mean, we can always play into that joke too.
I mean, that works if it brings people in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just 4 dudes all on one show, and then it's called the choking hazard. Like, we can play into that.
Chokebros.com.
Thank you, Punt the line.
Just as long as you don't tell any of my friends down here, I might get lynched or something. Just keep that in mind. We'll have to keep this a secret
true.
if it's going to get a little homosexual.
No t-shirts can be made for NOS that you could wear. You know.
Okay, yeah. Don't send me any t-shirts.
Just in case. Pitchforks.
Who are the other dudes in this chat, please?
There we go. Paint drinker. Nice one.
Yeah, that could be an interesting segment. I agree with MB Hammer. Have very loose structure and just go with the flow. Yeah, I agree with Hurricane there as well.
It gives the sort of format of a news show as well, even though the news articles you're discussing are completely facetious.
Yeah, like you say loose structure, but there does need to be a loose structure. It can't just be, okay, what are we talking about? And that's how the show starts. We got to have some kind of something.
I personally think that there should just be no general structure of what we do, and just have topics that we're going to talk about. If we get through them all, we get through them all. If not, and we'll just leave it till the next week or something like that.
Just having topics, that's still
yeah, but it should be like super chilled based around that though.
Yeah.
Quick draw with the 2 months. Happy to be your scumbag. Thank you, man. Appreciate
not like
it,
an itinerary or anything.
No,
should be like, all right, in 15 minutes we have to start talking about this thing and then that.
That becomes too overbearing, especially with a show that's. I mean, if you want to stick to the hour long, I mean that hour goes by, I think, faster than you think. Like, I mean,
we're already 42 minutes into this. Stream. I was planning to have this done by past so that I could start playing games.
Late.
Yeah, I knew, like, that's why when I messaged you on Twitter, like, I knew this was not going to be a 30-minute thing. We got to iron out the details. It's going to take a few minutes. So what kind of time frame do you want to work on? Like, when do you want to be? When is the first episode of the Choking Hazard? When is the first episode?
I don't know. Are we doing it weekly? Are we doing it bi-weekly? Are we doing it monthly? What are we doing?
I'm absolutely down for weekly. Just after every YouTube
my favorite
stream.
podcasts are usually weekly. So
yeah.
That's you. That's you signed up then.
People want to hear you.
That's it. boom, it's done. It's weekly.
If it's weekly, it's got to be an hour. If it's more than weekly, like then you can start thinking about an hour and a half, 2 hours, or something like that.
Well, the hour and a half is a major, like that's as long as it should ever be. Like I figured an hour for the main meat of the show, and then 15 to 30 minutes max on the call-in portion, if you want to do that. Like
MM's donation. Just name it the 3 voices and that one pill guy on cam that talks occasionally.
Well, no, we'll all be on cam. That's something that goes with, like, if we get a third host, which I mean, it can't just be both of us sitting here, like that. I don't know, 2 people. You know, GTA Man's here.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm not hearing any invites here. This is kind of.
I haven't said anything. I haven't even confirmed the Nos is on the show permanently.
Yeah, to be fair, he hasn't. But you know, if you're gonna run a webcam, and we're gonna do that overlay, and I'm gonna get a webcam, I'll have to go order one. Then our third person is gonna have to be a webcam. Okay, if I ain't no bitch, our third host ain't gonna be no bitch. All right, so that's how it's gonna work.
Jaggy, I don't even know what the font is. Oh, do you mean the font that's like down there for the donations and stuff, or do you mean the font for the Broughy?
It's Eris Bold, isn't it?
Eris Bold ITC, yeah. Exploded ammo with a 20. I'll just get through these. I saw your 20 ahead. Bits with the name change and whatnot. Ezra with the $1. How about a 10-minute ramble section on the podcast where you just ramble about one topic? I mean, that's kind of what that sounds like. The podcast itself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ezra, with the donation, man, and John with a $1. I just got here. What's going on? What are you talking about? How long will this go on for? Jesus, John, chill. Chill out.
Why don't you just
long.
kick him?
Thanks, just kick John. Thanks for the donation, man. Don't worry about it, John. We'll be playing games at some point.
It's unfair to everyone else.
There will be video games or something. Look, we got 240 people in here. All right, like see, this is went over better than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I saw your proof of concept as well. Like, did you see his the logo? After 2 sad bruffies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where did you put it? Oh.
Yeah,
the font was Eris Bold ITC.
Oh,
GTA Men with the 14 months. Head, you need a third podcast host that refuses to use a webcam.
Oh my god, Dragoff has to be there.
See.
Thank you, GTA Man.
I mean, we can kind of field potential guests as we kind of go along, and we don't have to have a guest every week, you know, like, because I think that'd be a bit much. But you know, have guests when we can. I think, like, when we get other people from other communities, like Mr. Outlaws and Tuners, we could hit up GTA Wise Guy, see if he'd be down.
I thought
be
you
a
were going to
guest.
say Mr. Boss for that.
Oh, that would be interesting. Faturo just messaged me. He says, point out the necessity of a weekly rap battle between 2 randomly chosen hosts of the podcast.
Randomly chosen, huh?
So Nos and RDT.
I'm too white. Tony's podcast is the Tone Zone.
I'm talking to
I hear
people
it.
discussing podcast-related matters. John with the $1 donation. Please don't kick me. Who said that? Why doesn't he like me?
Can we just insert a picture of
that was
Ozzy
RDT,
Osbourne?
John. That was RDT.
Podcast? What do you say? Podcast?
What?
Podcast?
Are you going to be on our podcast?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there you
No.
go. We don't have
Done.
we don't have
All right,
girls
awesome.
to
We're
bring
ironing out all
viewers
the
in.
details.
I mean, I could, but I don't see why.
Save us
you want
sexy.
that. Did you have a bottle opener?
Yeah, on
You
the
do?
Swiss Army knife.
Oh, they're getting turned over in England.
That's not the bottle opener. It's the other one.
It's a
Tin
can opener.
Yeah.
Tin opener. Can you get it out? I don't want to ruin my nails. They're ruining our lives. What?
There you go.
What's up?
What? They want a sexy podcast now. It seems.
Not just me.
That's it. Just
Well, she
you.
can be a guest.
You can be a guest on our podcast.
That'd be a pretty good guest.
You could just have the Broughy and Xerxes cam.
Yeah.
No. She's got to be in the other room in her setup, so it's like she's
okay.
your proper guest. That's how it'll have to work.
Proper
Yeah.
guest.
Where were we at? What were we saying? I've completely lost the plot now.
Yeah, the bottle opener threw me
The
for.
level duty,
The
yeah.
bottle opener threw me too.
Sorry, monkey handbags.
Where were we at?
We were talking about guests, and
Yeah, we can
Oh,
get them.
yeah.
We can get them later. We can feel like we can have. I mean, we've got so many options with our own community, and then there's like a handful of other halfway decent content creators out there too. There's not many in the GTA community, let me tell you, but there are a handful out there, and we could probably. I mean, you're sizable enough, and we'll have enough viewers for this that it'll be not too hard to
So
convince someone
you're
of
assuming
moderate
you'll
status.
get any viewers.
That is a big
Well, I mean,
assumption.
You
Yeah,
know?
well, I mean, we've got 250 now, just us talking about the possibility of a
But
podcast.
there's
so.
been so much hype for this announcement, though. That's the thing.
Fatura's
Has
giving me
there
great
been?
ideas. I'll talk to him.
I'm joking.
Now I should make a prank call section of the.
We're not doing a prank call section. Don't even start.
No, we don't want to get cliche like that. Come on.
Yeah, that's too cliche. I agree
This isn't
with you.
satellite radio.
John, you have to be trolling, man, with those donations. We're not going to kick you. He's just joking, man. Jeez. Thank you for the donation, but just
I'm
chill.
the worst
It's just
person on
jokes. Oh, man.
You know he loves you, John.
There's a bunch of ends
No,
all
I
over
love
the
John.
place.
I think John's
Imagine
great.
having
Yeah.
Boskier Summit on as a guest. I bet you we could swing Summit getting
you
on
think?
this podcast. I bet we could. It might take a little convincing. We might have to
not better
put
than for-
aside our differences on the inside controversy, which was
Do you think-
which was
do you-
his.
Do you think we'd be able to have an in-depth discussion about curb boosting and shot shifting and things like that?
An
with Summit?
in-depth discussion? No. A 30-minute
Bye-bye.
big head yelling into the camera? Absolutely.
I think we should get people that want to come on. Like, if they ask, we can say, all right, well, there's some process of getting on. We shouldn't just be like, hey, you want to come on our podcast? You want to, it's
yeah.
Get Google Forms set up, Broughy, and get yourself a wee spreadsheet.
I don't know. I don't.
okay. Get the
I don't
spreadsheet.
agree with that. I don't like the idea of applications to be on the podcast.
Not
I think
applications. That's not what I mean. I mean, like,
well, you know what I mean. Like
an informal.
I was taking the piss, to be fair.
yeah.
Please don't
we
just
should-
make it about GTA. Oh, it won't be just about GTA. There'll be all sorts of guff.
No, it'll be about all things. But I think I don't know. We should podcasts typically make the first move on their guest. Hello, would you like to be on our podcast? Not, can I be on your podcast? And then we say yes. That's usually how things
That's not
work.
what I meant. I said that wrong. I mean, like, if there's a mutual interest in being together, like, I feel like going out of our way to be like, hey, DJ Killer Keemstar, you want to come on our podcast? Going in their DMs and stuff. I think we can get it done by ourselves. And then if someone expresses interest, then
By ourselves. Who are you? Are you going to be on this?
are you
Slow-
going to be
slow
on
your
this?
roll. I don't know.
Oh, the
It sounds
tension
like-
already between Nos and RDT.
I mean, check the past 7 days. Broughy's biggest clips on Twitch are me. I mean, come on, Nos. Who are you?
my
You're old
goodness, because
potatoes.
you force yourself onto him. You basically
potatoes.
content rape him. That's what you do. You jump into his games and shout nonsense. He needs to put out a restraining order against
Not
you.
nonsense. It's gold.
Have you been that vain that you've gone in and checked the stats on those clips? That's pretty.
He probably doesn't even know the song is about him, MB Hammer. That's how vain he is.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
Nos is
So-
old news. Rip Nos.
Yeah, rip Nos.
Put
It's
the
not
line with
like
$1. Will the podcast be on time, though? I think we can guarantee that the podcast will never be on time.
No, it will
Never.
not be.
Thank you
Listen.
for the donation. Put the line.
Well,
Okay,
we'll
did you
give it
choreograph and orchestrate a multi-series, overreaching storyline with one participant that had no idea what was going on? Did you do that? No. You just shout funny things. You're bad.
We'll give it a release date. I'm not even gonna talk about that nonsense. That That reach for attention that was PC.
That cringe fest. You didn't like it? That was a quality production.
Hey, boss man.
Wow.
You off to?
Listen, that was a quality show. Okay, we're getting a little off topic. Now I'm getting a little salty.
What I was gonna say,
we need to bring things back. Okay.
What I was gonna say is we should have a release day like Friday after the stream. You know, we'll go live at 5, and then anytime during that week we can record the next episode. You know, not we. So I'll stop saying we.
I know. Look, it's gonna be a live show though. That's part of the idea. Yes.
And then release the audio afterwards.
Well, I mean, Brough could put the audio on iTunes or wherever if he wants
Not
to.
exposed by Blade.
Kind of like how Joe Rogan does it.
Oh yeah, Blade gave me some minor help for the PC.
Minor help. He wrote a multi-page script every week. Minor help.
That's the sound of burning bridges I hear. Jesus Christ.
This is it. The podcast hasn't even started yet, and it's already.
Yeah, this is why I'm a liability. You don't need to let me on this show. All right. So
Civil War breaking out. We haven't even started yet.
Yeah, it'd be a live show.
It's all jokes.
I mean, that's part of the call-in feature in the chat. I mean, we'll interact with chat too during the show. Like that'll be something we do.
Then we'd have to screen call-ins. Because if it's gonna
it'll be Twitch subs, and that'll be at the end of the show.
So people can't just come in and start screaming the N-word at people.
No, it'll be Twitch subs, and we'll pull them in ourselves into the Discord channel. Like, that's how it'll work. And then they'll bring up a topic, and if they want to be a moron, we can ban them. You know,
I love John. I don't know why John thinks I don't like him. That's a big ass bottle, Brough, by the way. That's alliteration.
I mean, I feel like just what we've just done, does this not just work as a podcast? I mean, if we had actually topics to talk about, but I mean, getting on a Discord chat like this, having the chat there, talking to the chat, discussing something, what more do you need?
I mean, it does stand up as a podcast. But does it stand up as something that is Broughy main channel quality? That's the question. Like it's going to be your show. You can do whatever you like.
Third channel?
And I'm willing to be on the show.
Oh, what
if
a
you
scumbag!
Want me, no matter what quality or strategy. Coney Obscura just subscribed for the first time.
How did you see that quickly?
It's
because it was in the chat, obviously. I was thinking, well, if it's like 20-second delayed. Coney Obscura. I need to ruin his name a little bit. Coney Obscura.
Congratulations.
Coney Obscura with the subscription. Thank you so much. Brand new subscriber. The podcast has already gotten a brand new subscriber.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
So if you guys are needing sort of a little bit more production value, I do have a friend that does sort of overlays and whatnot for Twitch. I could see if she's
that'd be great.
Grill.
I mean, and we've got Chill as well that did my art for my channel. He's very good at what he does. I'm sure he'd be willing to help. We've got people all over the community that could help with that. But I think that like if we have the webcams and we have stuff like that and we do it in that format, I think that's what takes it from something that just happens to be on Thursday with 4 dudes talking about stuff to a proper production. If you get what I mean. Like I said, you can do whatever you want. It's your show, your channel.
Oh yeah, I meant obviously like in the format with the webcams and all that, but I just meant the actual meat and bones of the whole thing of actually being sat here with the chat talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main part. Whether you've got webcams or not, I mean, that's just extra production value, like you say. But this is the actual main meat of the whole topic is this aspect of the podcast. I think
Blade
this
does
just
art
works.
too, so he's willing to assist. Yeah, I think it does work. I mean, at the very basic level, that's all the podcast really is, and then it's whatever you want to throw on top of it, a little sprinkle here and there of whatever. That's what makes it quality. So
the discussion is what's going to keep people here, not my beautiful face. So don't get
Johnny's done something.
I've done a thing.
Adam,
Hitman with 100 bits. It needs to be this, plus a few regular segments. Scum of the week, the news, Nos gets triggered, etc. with animations and or intro jingles.
You get like the
I think Hitman's got it with that, to be honest. I think that yeah, he's
My
right.
bones subscribe for 8 months in a row. Thanks, man. Very appreciated.
I don't even need to say it. Thank you, my bones with the 8 months.
It's the NOS takeover.
Hitman and Coin Dog's going to pop up as well with the 100 bits. Thank you, guys. Of the 4 of you, it's already pretty clear that Nos wears the trousers in this relationship. I'm done. Oh, look at that from Jaggy.
Oi, mandem.
Shocking hazard.
It's Jaji, okay? Get his
Jaji.
name right.
Jaji.
There you go. He's my
I'm
favorite
Harvey's only in it for me, so.
person that I hate.
C. Wilson wanted to let you know his name isn't pronounced C. Wilson, by the way. It's pronounced Quilson.
That cannot be serious. He has to be taking the piss.
It's deadly serious, mate. It's
GTA Man, the first episode on my webcam, it will be a production. Look, if I'm gonna do a face reveal, it's gonna be quality. Okay, listen, it will be great.
Are we talking large production value, studio lights, and
the call waiting jingle from the shenanigans?
That's going to eat into the budget.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna write an intro song for this.
Well,
will the podcast work without the video as downloadable MP3 or something? I don't know.
You could upload it to iTunes.
Should we do that? Is that something that we should do as well?
That's something a lot of podcasts do. How serious do you want to take this podcast?
I want to take it next level, baby. I want to go up there. I want like best podcast of all time out of people who do GTA videos and do podcasts.
Now it's just turning into a cam girl. Listen, if you throw me bits, I will show you my tits. All right.
Bitties for titties, boy.
Okay, well, I need to play some games. I need to play some games. We've got so many ideas.
Look, this is fine. Everything's fine. Calm down.
But I'm never gonna get the game finished.
Well,
it'll be fine.
You've still not revealed what you're going to be playing.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Still keeping it a secret.
I will say, like, if someone wants to do an animation, I had like an idea for an animation, right? Okay, I'll field you this idea. Okay, so you got little carts, so kart racing. It's in like 8-bit format if you want. You know, it's overused, but okay. So you got kart racing, and you got a starter lady in Daisy Dukes and a flannel shirt. Okay, I'm sitting on pole. You're in second, and whoever our third host is in third, right? Okay, so she waves she waves the flag. I immediately stop off with her, and a little heart appears above my head. Okay, and then you go around the little circuit, and you get knocked off in the last corner. Comes second. That's my idea for a little animation. I thought it was a good idea. I think it could be high quality if someone with skill made it.
Futuro says your face reveal NOS has to be in full.
No, it can't be Xerxes if I'm stopping off to talk to her. That'd be, well, I mean, that could add more humor for sure, but I don't know if you'd be okay with that.
This is the most complicated animation I've ever heard of. Punt the line with a 421. Do it like it is right now. You can add stuff as you go. I mean, that's a good point. We don't have to just start with everything maximum.
They call it an evolving format.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. John with the $1. Are you ready, RDT?
What?
John donated.
Oh God. Oh yeah, John. Wait, yeah, go John. What is it?
Someone said they wanted to see more John, so here's more John. Also, the reason I thought you hated me is because you said kick me, and I don't hate you, by the way. I love you, no homo, and think you're funny as F, and also you're awesome.
Hey, I love him too. Straight homo.
Does that feel good, RDT?
There's a bromance brewing.
How close are you to
John and
climax?
You have to moderate yourself there, no?
Are we? I mean, am I just not going to play any games tonight? Is this what's happening? Are we just talking?
Let's recap.
You can play Animal. People love this shit.
Should I make the Lego City? I brought the Lego City thing. Should I make that?
Yeah.
While we
talk. I'd love to talk shit to you while you build.
That sounds excellent. I'll have to open up the stream and mute it.
Could you talk and build Lego at the same time? Is that?
That might be a little bit difficult actually, but we'll give it a go.
Okay. Let's go.
Actual Pat, I think I don't know. I mean, the donations could pop up. Like that's something interesting to talk about. You know, how would the donations work? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I
could turn them off and then read them at the end, maybe.
Oh my god, these
and only have subscriptions pop up, maybe.
These are so complicated. I don't think I can cope with
You
this.
can't do it.
I can't do it. It's too much.
All right. Well, let's go ahead.
The donation.
Yeah, I got a better idea. Keep drinking and then do the Legos. That sounds like a better idea.
Oh wait, are you actually drinking?
I am actually
So
drinking.
Am I that unbearable that you had to pull out alcohol just to deal with me?
No, not at all.
We're all drinking. You're not? Jeez.
No. I ran out of natty. I'll have to make a trip down to the store later tonight.
Get some shine.
Stick your fake mustache on, eh?
do a break halfway through the hour and before the call-in section to count donations and subs.
That's a good idea from Blake.
Yeah, I like having a break
Well,
to
subs,
read through
not
donations. But I
subs,
think
though.
I think subs should show up
Yeah.
anyway because
I agree.
Yeah, subs are special, but then donations are special. But then maybe you can't really. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, there's too many. Like people can't subscribe with, for instance, $1 every minute. You know,
Yeah,
like
that
subscription
would
is a one-time
completely
thing.
ruin the whole idea of a podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
I could do it so that for the podcast, only donations over a certain amount pop up or something. So it's not, and then I can go back through all the smaller
that
ones
could work.
at the end.
I feel like we should have a halftime or something. Like, because if we're in the middle of a discussion, some heated discussion, and then all of a sudden pops up, like, hey, I love
agree.
you, dudes. You know, maybe
Yeah.
beginning of the podcast, middle of the podcast, end of the podcast.
I agree with RDT. I think that's...
We could have
something along those
a
lines.
sort of a time where if I turn them all off and then play them all as they in this halftime break thing, I'll just go through them and we'll play them all and we'll talk about them and celebrate them. I
well,
guess.
the thing is, like, if we do like a halftime, you know, how long is that going to? How many donations
I could do
stack
that
up, and
later
how
as
how much time is lost? You know what I mean?
I don't think donations and subscriptions are that. I mean, I say that, but I honestly don't think that it's that invasive. Which it wouldn't be that many, I doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
it's just Broughy reading the message, then saying a half-ass thanks for your money, and then like he just goes on. with it.
Wow, that's offensive.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Take it.
I can't take anything I ever say seriously.
So I guess the more important question is, how are the donations going to be split amongst us? Really? I'm
Whoa.
only joking as well.
Slow down, boy.
I mean, I'll give you like, I don't know, what's the amount again? 0%? Is that?
Zero? Yeah. Well, that's what I was expecting anyway, to be fair.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
This
it would
guy.
be better if we just turn them off during the podcast, and we can, if anybody does give any, we can just read them out in
the end.
halftime or at the end or something,
Or at the
because
end, yeah.
By the way, keep going. Sorry.
the podcast should be about the podcast rather than just the rather than
I
donations
agree.
or anything like that. I think.
I agree.
Apparently, I stole that idea from Blade Cruiser, the halftime idea, so that's all to him. And then Hawk 7000 with the 100 bits.
I do like Blade's idea of a little box off to the side or at the bottom or something that shows donations and subs.
Yeah, you can still do that.
I can do
That's
that. I
not
can put that. I
invasive.
mean, that's easy enough to implement in OBS and whatever. Hawk with 100 bits. For what it's worth, I do think it would make the podcast better not to have it be interrupted by these. Thanks, Hawk. Yeah, I agree. I think we won't
Yeah,
have
because
donations
it's
on
so
further.
easy to interrupt. You know, with a donation, it's very easy. So
Yeah.
throw $1, and you could derail a whole heated discussion. Like me and RDT are sitting here yelling at each other, and then, you know, coin dog with the $1. You know, it just throws it off the rails. So
Yeah. I agree.
That car's coming along nice.
Yeah, it's
Looking
getting
good.
there. It's getting there. I'm feeling okay with the age range that is required for this.
That's good.
watch out! I hear all the pieces are a choking hazard. So
Oh, there's the name.
there we go. We can
He
just
did
we
it.
just
He
call
did
there.
the thing.
He did. Oh man.
It's all about the brand. It's all about the brand. Get it out there. Get out there
To
quick.
be fair, that is a great name and a great brand. I
Thank
think
you. Thank you.
that is you were very good.
You're
in
welcome
being
to
able-
it. You're welcome.
The choking.
That
hazard.
is
I mean,
fantastic.
it was one of those things that, like, when he said it, it just sort of like
Clicked.
clicked.
Yes.
It felt.
Yeah, roll credits. That's what I was thinking.
Roll credits. Good stuff. What else? What else do we need to figure out?
So let's. It's been like an hour. Let's recap.
Okay,
where we are.
recap. Go recap things.
Okay, so let's recap what a typical an episode of the Choking Hazard is going to be. Okay, let's recap. So show starts. You do the intro, or anyone can do the intro. Really, you're the host of the show, so you should do it. But
hey, how's it going, guys? You know, something like that.
That is normally how intros go. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like you could do it up a little more with, like, if we do have a few topics to talk about for the day, you can, I really like the way the Co-optional podcast does it with, we'll be talking about the latest GTA 5 DLC, what it means for the future of GTA 5, and, blah, 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 blah. All that and more coming up in the next hour and a half of the show. And then
An opportunity here. Hello, everyone. I'm Broughy1322, and in this podcast, we're going to be talking
I like that. Wait. And on this episode of The Choking Hazard, we're going to be talking about this. All that and more coming up in the next hour and a half of the show.
I've lost a wheel.
That has nothing to do with the podcast.
Okay, keep going with the you're supposed to be...
So, right. Look, I'm getting derailed. Okay, so you have your
we're
intro,
brainstorming for you.
And then if we have some kind of animation, you play that, or intro video, you play that, or whatever, and then we move into our topics. And we have kind of we figure out one main topic to start with, I think, for the day, and then it just kind of goes along as normal. And then maybe we have the halftime if you want to do that, or we just wait till the end. And then what is it? What are you chuckling about?
Just the donations. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Found it. Good job.
I feel like saying what we're going to talk about specifically is too news-like, almost. It's like, a baby found his teeth in his crib. You won't guess what happens next. I feel like we should just be like, well, this is what we're doing now. This is us.
You want it to be more of a casual show.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that there can be a delicate balance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm using co-optional as kind of a baseline, I guess, because it's an excellent show. But they do that, and it's still a casual show. But it gives people some idea of where things are going. Just a general, like a loose structure, like we talked about earlier. So
beautiful.
I mean, we could do that. We couldn't. I mean, we can work out those fine details later.
Yeah. Broughy definitely is more calculated than casual, so I feel like any project that you're gonna do is kind of like that. It's not a knock against you. It's very good, but I feel like you need structure.
Why is everyone's ears hurting?
I accidentally knocked the microphone.
Oh, good job.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I finished the car.
Oh,
I put his visor on the wrong way. I think it should be more of a
general topics to start discussion, and let things go from there.
I choked.
It's been talked about enough. Just change
Lego City, ages 6 to 12, and I choked it because I put the visor on the wrong way. Oh, I'm done. Jesus, man. I think it should be more of a chilled out thing.
Yeah.
Like RDT said, everything that I do is very calculated and specific.
So and you want something different from that.
Yeah, very much so. I don't want to have to think too much about it, to be honest. I want to just get in and have some fun and chat and,
Broughy, you need to drink more often because you never agree with me on anything. So we need to be on a wavelength.
It's only because he's impaired. That's
it. That's the only. Yeah.
Broughy, Ryan, you have great ideas. It's great.
Everything you do is a mess. What are you doing?
Is this how you're getting geared up for the rap battle? Is it getting absolutely steaming and then just cracking in there with RDT? Nice.
Like Nos and RDT talking, it's going to be chilled anyway. Well, yeah. I don't know. Am I chill, though?
I didn't read the donations, actually. Put the line with a $1. Imagine you guys sitting in a room doing a podcast, and every 2 minutes someone opens the door, throws $1 at you, and leaves. Yeah, that's kind of like what it is. Also ruined my 1322 total for today. God damn it, Punt the line. It looks so good. Thank you, man.
I mean, sounds like a stripper scenario. Like,
yeah, it does
that's what that sounds like.
Well, I mean, every 2 minutes someone opens the door and throws $1 at you. That's $30 an hour. That's not bad. That's what I'm thinking. Woozy with the $1. Here's a $1. Can I have a half-assed thanks, please? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks to your money, loser. There you go.
Raffle Beggar with 100 bits. Are you sure you haven't choked on the wheel? No, it's fine. The wheel is... I got it. I found it all right. Thank you guys for the donations.
A spreadsheet with how chill it's going to be. That sounds about right.
Have we discussed how many spreadsheets we're going to have to organise this? Is that...
One for each host and then one for the guests. So 4 sheets, I think.
Four worksheets in the same spreadsheet, or are we going?
I mean,
separate sheets.
Let's not get too.
I'm only joking, man.
Let's not get too involved in how many spreadsheets there's going to be, because let's be honest, it can just escalate so much. Let's not put a hard limit on this.
Well, only for you.
The more spreadsheets, the better, really. So let's not say we're going to limit ourselves to like 5 spreadsheets. We might need 10. That's all I'm saying. Never limit your ability to create spreadsheets, because they help in so many ways.
Okay,
we're going to talk about that on the podcast. On the podcast, we're going to talk about spreadsheets. We're going to talk about spreadsheets and how good they are, and I'm going to rant about it, I swear.
Maybe we pick a favorite Excel function or something.
Yeah, I found it the other day.
Can you get on the phone to Microsoft so you can get Excel as a sponsor?
Yeah. John with a donation. The title says, before we play a game, was that a joke? There's no game. Also, RDT, I love you too, bro. And what is the game supposed to be, or was it just a joke? John, I intended to play a game, but this is kind of longer than I thought. But I am going to play a game. But yeah, I will play a game. Don't worry. Thank you for the donation. And Hawk with the 100 bits spreadsheet hype, math squad hype. Yes, Hawk.
Can we do a RDT's cheap beer minute? Just a minute where I review some cheap shit that I'm drinking that day.
Only if you subject yourself to natural light for the first episode.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
So are we? I mean, do we need anything else to actually talk about?
If you're gonna kick us out, no.
I mean, we got a basic structure down. I need to go buy a webcam on Amazon, and
just get the C920. That's all you need.
Yeah. That's. I plan to do that. What else? I mean, so a yes or a no, or are we still fuzzy on the call-in section using Discord?
I think we know who they are.
Discord. Broughy is a Discord partner. Leave Skype and TeamSpeak behind with the all-in-one communication solution. Discord. I can even do ad reads.
I think it's a good idea. At the end, quick 10-15 minute segment.
Yeah, we don't even have to keep them around. Sometimes call-in shows will, like, they bring up a topic and then kick them off, right? Like, what do you think about you know, there's a bunch of talk radio shows down here. Like, they just come in, bring up their topic, and then we boot them out, and they can't, you know, they've got nothing else, you know, we just talk about that topic.
So we just talk about what they come in and quickly mention.
Yeah, we could do
Donald
that.
Trump just bombed Korea. See you guys next week. Cool.
I'm out. Done.
In before Audible ads on podcast.
Audible. Yeah.
Audible ads are everywhere.
Yeah. Audible.com is your #1 source for audiobooks. I'm currently reading 1984 by George Orwell. Well, not reading, I'm listening to it, but it's a great service.
Nas can't read.
I can't read.
You've got your Squarespace, your fucking Blue Kitchen, or Blue
We'll have to get
Apron,
some
or
ad
whatever
reads.
it's called.
Man, I could churn out some ad reads. All right, I'm a professional.
Yeah, you could do that well, to be fair. Has anybody listened to Hello Internet?
I don't believe I have.
That's
the podcast that I listen to. Pretty much the only one. I think it's just
CGP
hilarious
great,
because
right?
it's so chilled. And for me, podcasts are generally about the people in the podcast. So if you're
Absolutely.
entertained or interested in what they're saying, then you're going to listen to it. If you're not, then you don't bother. So it doesn't matter too much about the topics, the guests or whatever. It should just be a chilled out chat, and people
Yeah,
want to listen to it. People wanna
opinion
listen
and
to it.
discussion. That's
Teams
what it is.
Unite. Yes.
Yeah,
But I think
I
the fact that we have this awesome community of people, that we should be including that rather than necessarily looking to outside guests only on special occasions. Like, for example, getting Summit on would be good as a one-off every now and getting people like that on as a one-off every now and then.
Yeah, but other content creators getting them on, basically.
Yeah, but not as a standard thing every week or something.
Okay.
John with $1 again. Here's more John, like everyone asked for on What Game Bruff. Nobody knows yet, John. Nobody knows. I haven't told anybody yet. I was planning to have this sort of... My plan was, right, that this would last about half an hour. And
Nothing ever goes according to plan.
That was stupid. My plan was that it would last half an hour, and then I would play a game that should take around 3 hours to complete, and I would just do a bit of a half an hour long extended stream. Now, we're already nearly an hour and a half into this normal stream time.
2:44 is not bad for a Friday, is it?
No, that's good. I mean, and we're just sitting here talking.
It's better than it's pretty much double what we get for The Walking Dead.
Well, The Walking Dead's went downhill, to be fair.
It has. Still offended I'm not invited. I haven't invited anybody yet, GTA man. These guys have just turned up in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not even in it yet. So
well, to be fair, we mutually agreed that I would be here, and then MB Hammer came in, and he was allowed to stay because it was a fantastic idea. And RDT, we didn't have a choice. So
true.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the contracts haven't been inked yet, but
yet
they haven't been inked
keep an
yet.
eye out.
But like I said, if we're gonna have a third permanent host, they got to use a webcam. If I ain't gonna be a bitch, he ain't gonna be a bitch. All right. So whoever the third host, that's my stipulation. All right.
That's true. I think permanent hosts should have webcams, and
yes.
If you're coming in on a once every now and then basis or whatever, then it's okay. You don't necessarily need a webcam.
Yeah.
I'm here on the pineapple couch right now, so I'm perfectly ready to go. I'll show everything right now. Oh, no limits. Swear.
Mr. MM with the MM1322 with the 132 alternative title: Spreading the Sheets Boys Only Edition. You could talk about a testing video that happened before the podcast and in depth. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about the YouTube GTA-ness. I mean, we will no doubt talk about it, but I don't want to particularly make it too much about. I did the testing video this week and it was like this, and it went in depth on it. I made a quick mention of it or something. If
you go in depth,
if there's a reason.
Videos.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me 3 hours to do this, and then I had to get this car. That's not. Yeah.
How can I get this nonchalant dominant stuff on Twitch? Would be nice too. What's that?
John for host.
Oh, the streaming. There's a
I wanted to actually talk to you.
Team.
It's a completely different topic, but I'll just run it by you. We don't have to talk about it again. But I think we should, I think you should formalize the Nonchalant Dominance Twitch team. I think you should proper formalize it instead of it just being like a group of people that may or may not stream at some points, maybe. I think you should formalize it. I was going to suggest that to you. But that's a topic for another day.
I mean, you can formalize it if you
streaming
want.
today. So.
Well, I have no permission.
Up Friday with RDT, twitch.com, twitch.tv/RDT33.
See, it's a liability. Absolute liability.
If we're all advertising, I'm going to be streaming Yakuza 0 later, so...
Okay,
I'm doing an event in 30 minutes here. I'll jump in.
Yeah. Let's just throw it all in there.
They started it.
Hey,
anyway.
look! If you look at the co-optional podcast, they all advertise their shit at the end of the podcast. So
To be fair.
Yep.
Nope. There goes RDT. We've lost him.
Was
okay. No, I didn't do it.
Was that his final moment? He decided to advertise himself, and then that was it. He was done. He left.
Looks like it, yeah.
It was a beautiful mic drop moment. Loved it.
That makes sense, Blade. Like that makes sense. That makes absolute
Hand over
sense.
control to me, and then Blade will take care of it because I'm too lazy. That sounds about right.
That
That's
does
how it
sound
usually
about right.
works.
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah,
No.
back.
Okay. Oh no. Yes.
Coin with the 100 bits. If next donation equals John 219, true, have a beer. False, crying to subscribe below. Yes, Coin.
Oh man.
Okay, I think we've ironed out. I mean, are we done? I want to play some games, man.
I think for the the last thing, what kind of time scale do you want to work on? When is the first episode of The Choking Hazard?
We can't possibly say that right now.
Well, I think we can put some kind of timeline down. Like if we don't put down a timeline, then we'll put it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be within a month.
Okay.
Jeez.
Wow.
But not next week.
How about at the latest, March 23rd?
Jesus, he got dates on me.
Calendar.
Dropping a schedule on them. Jeez, Nas, come on.
That is in 4 weeks.
Buying
at the
dinner
latest.
first.
At the latest.
At the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a whole month
before
away.
the end of March is a good.
Before the end, there you go.
Before
there
the
you
end
go.
of March is a good one.
So
St. Patrick's Day, I'll be good and drunk, so that'd be a good one.
To do, we need to get artwork done for the channel and overlay for the cameras. I need to order a webcam. That's something for me. We need to decide on a third permanent host, and that's really the big things we need to do. And then the rest is optional, and the other ideas we've had, those are kind of optional, and that's just
point out. It is sexy. There's John with the $1. Hides me, everyone. Have a beer. Thank you, John, for the donation.
I'll take a drink.
Okay, I gotta take a drink. I was gonna say something.
Well, RDT, are you willing to run a webcam?
Yes, motherfucker. I probably shouldn't say that, but yeah.
You bastard. Watch your
Sugar-free
tone.
Nos.
And MB Hammer is available too.
It's Xerxes' birthday on the 23rd.
Ooh.
So, may not have a podcast on the 23rd.
So, should we just go ahead and
we
decide
might
on the
start
30th?
On the 30th.
I think that's a good timeline because I'm gonna need
I wouldn't want to
supplies.
start on the 2nd and do the 9th and then the 16th and then miss a week.
Yes. Yeah. So the 30th, I think that's a good idea because I need to get together some supplies for my first appearance on cam. So, like a Confederate battle flag and a hat. I need a pair of boots.
Pair of massive sunglasses and a false mustache.
A
what
toothpick.
happened to the subs? The subs and the donations have all died.
Oh no.
They have.
Oh, well, never mind.
You did go very
there they are,
quiet
they're
for a
back.
second on
There they are,
Discord,
they're
so
back.
maybe you dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
And someone brought it up earlier. Discord video is coming at some point, so maybe we can we can start on Google Hangouts, assuming that it doesn't come out before then, and then we can move over to Discord. And I don't know, you're already a Discord partner, so
yeah. I imagine being a Discord partner, I get better voice servers. I imagine we'll have better video servers as well, or something like
Discord,
that.
leave TeamSpeak and Skype behind with the all-in-one communication solution for gamers.
Beautiful.
Oh man,
I'd buy it, Nos. I'd buy it.
We'll have to get some sponsors too. It'll be excellent. We'll have an Audible sponsorship, Discord. Okay, it's gonna be great. We're gonna monetize. All right, look, we're gonna go full GTA YouTuber on this. We're gonna monetize it to the max.
Well, so the podcast is gonna be 10 minutes and 1 second
for that.
yeah, 10 minutes 1 second, and then ads.
What did you say, RDT?
Saying will Loot Crate and Super Geek Box and all that, will they give you more if you?
Oh, that's true.
But they don't give me anything right now. But they would.
Really?
No, they don't. They don't pay me. They send me the boxes.
They give you the boxes,
but they don't pay me anything. Like,
well, you've got a foot in the door.
Gotta get into the podcast game.
Oh, Blue Apron. Oh,
maybe podcast sponsorship.
BlueApron.com, everybody.
You know what?
You never repeat a meal in a year.
Yeah,
it pisses me off when people advertise Blue Apron and you can't even get it in the fucking UK.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's they send you food.
What about MeUndies?
No,
Tango
can't
and
get
Twix
MeUndies in the UK either. Or Casper mattresses.
Casper. Oh, jeez.
Can't get Casper.
Listen
mattresses
to Bill Burr's podcast.
It's terrible.
Okay, we're coming up to
advertised.
past now. I think that's perfect for me to start playing games.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. So the 30th will be our first episode unless one of us dies, and
even
if as long as you don't die.
I don't say stuff like that.
I think Takedown Bike's got the best idea with the Tango and Twix sponsorship.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Be chasing it.
So yeah, I think we're pretty much done. I think we've kind of ironed out the details. MB Hammer, if you want to talk to your person that you know does art, I'll talk to Chill because he does really great work. Bruff, if you want to do it yourself or have someone, or if Blade wants to help out, I know, or if anyone in chat wants to do some artwork, I'll recap what we're gonna need. You can go to virtually any podcast that uses the same format that we're gonna use and see kind of a general idea, but there's going to be 4 webcams. We need 4 webcam slots, right? So, each corner of the screen. And then we're going to need, we'll need a separate screen for if Bruff ever shows any videos or anything on stream, to where all our webcams will be at the bottom on a small row, and then a large screen, kind of like you already have, Bruff, for when you show other things. But that's kind of what we're going to need. Tweet it at Broughy1322 or at Sugar-Free Nos, all one word if you want, and we will take a look at it. You can all help us out because we'll need the community's help as well, because the community is going to be a big part of the show, and I think
community is the show.
Community is the show, my man. There you go.
Because at the end of the day, guys, it's your podcast too.
It's the people's podcast.
Roll credits. Roll credits. We're done.
Roll credits. Let's go get drunk.
Done.
Is this the Choking Hazard pilot episode? 100 bits from Hawk.
No, this is just the behind the scenes.
No. This
and then
the
my
Choking
bones
Hazard
with the $1. Hopefully, we will hear some hilarious in real life stories from Nos, Broughy, and other guests on future podcasts. Probably.
I have no real life.
Thank you guys
stories
for the donation. I have no real life.
Yeah, I don't have a real life.
We've had the What Are You Doing podcasts, episodes 1, 2, and 3. They're on the Random Bits channel, aren't they?
Yeah,
we had episodes 1 and 2, and this is 3. This would have been 3 or something.
Yes. So this is the final episode of the What Are You Doing podcast.
Yeah, this is the final episode of the What Are You Doing podcast, which is the preliminary podcasts before
the Choking Hazard.
The Choking Hazard.
I love that name. It's so good. It's so good.
Thank you.